Graham Souness has massive doubts over one of Manchester United's key summer signings. In a bid to help Erik ten Hag improve the struggling Red Devils, United's owners have sanctioned moves for Leny Yoro and Joshua Zirkzee so far this summer. Ten Hag is set to welcome 2 more new players to his squad before Friday night's Premier League opener against Fulham, with Bayern Munich duo Matthijs de Ligt and Noussair Mazraoui currently in Manchester undergoing medicals. De Ligt and Mazraoui will bolster a United defence which suffered with acute injury problems last season, but Souness is nevertheless doubtful that de Ligt will succeed in the Premier League. Asked whether it was a good sign that Ten Hag was signing another one of his former players in de Ligt, Souness told TalkSport, "He knew what he was going to get from the other players he got from Ajax, and I don't think anyone is jumping up and down and saying how fabulous they've been. I'm doubtful about de Ligt, I'm sorry. He didn't get into the Dutch national team at the Euros, he was only a squad player. When you look at his profile, he's been at 2 enormous football clubs. Those kind of clubs don't usually like to sell players, they hold on to their best players. That in itself tells a story. He was a star as a boy, but has he progressed since then? I'm not sure if he's what Manchester United need at this time. They definitely need a centre-half because Johnny Evans played a lot of games, he's 36. But is de Ligt the one? When I look at him I see a lightweight centre-half. Was there a queue of other teams wanting to buy him? I don't think there was. De Ligt started his career at Ajax before having underwhelming spells at Serie A giants Juventus and Bundesliga heavyweights Bayern Munich. The 25-year-old was taken to Germany as part of the Netherlands Euros squad but failed to feature as Ronald Koeman's side reached the semi-finals. Manchester United targeted de Ligt and French centre-back Yoro after Raphael Varane left Old Trafford at the end of the season. Young defender Willy Kambwala also left United, joining Spanish side Villarreal, while Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof continue to be linked with summer moves. Harry Maguire urged to leave Man UTD. Louis Saha, the former Manchester United striker, believes Maguire should look for a new club once de Ligt arrives at the Theatre of Dreams. A fresh start will be the best for Harry Maguire, he told CSDB.gg. With Harry Maguire, we know his situation and it hasn't been easy. Sometimes a fresh start is what players need and it could be the best for everybody in this situation. He can be important in both boxes, but de Ligt can play that role also. De Ligt is a confident player and a leader in his own right, but he has struggled to maintain his form in the years since leaving Ajax. Having said that, I think the Premier League is a good fit for him and it will provide him that extra motivation to get back to his very best. There is also the surprise element of having him come from abroad, so strikers might not know how to play against him. Manchester United have submitted a €50 million bid for a midfielder Erik ten Hag would love to sign, though while the bid has been rejected, a sale to the Red Devils has been greenlit if they improve their offer, according to a report. Man UTD are on the cusp of wrapping up the signings of Noussair Mazraoui and Matthijs de Ligt. The Bayern Munich pair traveled to Manchester on Monday morning ahead of undertaking medicals. Assuming there are no unforeseen late hiccups, the duo will become major signings 3 and 4 for Erik ten Hag. Joshua Zirkzee and Leny Yoro arrived earlier this summer. Yoro £52 million, Zirkzee £36.5 million, Mazraoui £17.1 million, and de Ligt £42.7 million have cost a combined £148.3 million to sign. Of course, that sum is inclusive of future add-ons, and in the case of de Ligt, the guaranteed portion of his deal will be paid in installments over a 3-year period. Nonetheless, Man UTD have shown they are more than willing to splash the cash, and at least one more major signing is expected. A new central midfielder to partner Kobbie Mainoo is wanted. To make room, one or multiple of Casemiro, Scott McTominay and Christian Eriksen will be sold. Man UTD had initially fixed their gaze on PSG's Manuel Ugarte. Personal terms on a 5-year deal with a club option for a 6th season were quickly ironed out. However, the Red Devils balked at PSG's lofty €60 million valuation. That is the fee PSG paid to sign Ugarte from Sporting CP 1 year ago, and in their determination to break even, they forced Man UTD to shelve the move and look elsewhere. Man UTD bid for Frenkie de Jong, report. Manchester World claimed 1 week ago that Man UTD would make a renewed effort to sign the player Ten Hag installed as his number one transfer target upon taking charge 2 years ago, Frenkie de Jong. A de Jong deal ultimately eluded Man UTD, with Casemiro brought to the club from Real Madrid instead. However, fast forward to the present day and the Spanish press claims Man UTD are back in for the Dutch maestro who was previously managed by Ten Hag at Ajax. It's claimed Ratcliffe wants to satisfy Ten Hag's long-standing urge to reunite with de Jong, and a major barrier that prevented the move 2 years ago is no longer in place. The report claims Barcelona's manager at the time, club legend Xavi, was a major factor in preventing the sale. But with Xavi no longer in situ, the landscape has changed and both Barcelona and new boss Hansi Flick will reluctantly sell de Jong to help finance their own signings. Man UTD are said to have lodged a bid worth €50 million, £42.7 million. Barcelona have reportedly rejected the bid and hope Man UTD will return with a much improved offer of €70 million plus €15 million in add-ons. It would take a giant leap for Man UTD to go from a deal totaling €50 million to one totaling €85 million. Nonetheless, if the report is accurate and if Ratcliffe is truly determined to secure Ten Hag's dream midfield buy, he now knows the figure that is required.